What's going on, guys? Squid here, bringing you part 3 of this tutorial. There might be a part 4, not sure yet, but part 3 is going to involve a little bit more Buju, not too much, just fixing my points, and some Cinema 4D, and we might get into After Effects if I can get it done fast enough, but I doubt it. We'll probably get the Cinema 4D started and hopefully finished. I don't know. But I just started this tutorial. I realized I messed up on my points, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to, where is it, scene geometry, and we're going to go to our x-axis because I messed the point that I messed up, and we're going to find a new x point that we can use because these just weren't good enough. They need to be farther apart. When I said that they needed to be farther apart earlier, I was wrong. They do. So if we follow this line right here, the best point is going to be right here. It's on the same line. And we're going to click connect as selected, and that's going to change the old ones and put those on. And then we're going to click update coordinate frame. And also, we're going to change this to, actually, wait, no, I don't want to change that. That was fine earlier. I didn't want to change the y-axis. And we're going to click update coordinate frame, click close, and then we're going to go to, actually, it was my origin off. Check the origin. Why is it showing that? I don't want it to show that. Alright. Alright, the origin's still alright. Now we're just going to add a test object, make sure this is still working alright. And now it's looking a little bit better. Delete. Alright, so, I guess I can get the y, or x-axis, wait, y-axis? Yeah, we have to change our y-axis just a little bit. But, yeah, I can use these points, I guess I'll try those. If not, I can just change it back. And we're going to add another test object. Yeah, that's not what I'm wanting. I'm just going to change it back. Yeah, it was alright before, not too bad, but let's see, just gonna change it back to these two. Actually, hold on, I'll try one more different point. No, it's still, oh wait, that point was way behind it, that's why. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back to the points I had before. Actually, you know what? Let's use these. These aren't bad. Hopefully these will work. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright. Now, we're gonna go, dang, I didn't want to do that again. Alright, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click export camera, do the same thing we did earlier. Actually, I don't even know if I showed you guys this in the other one. I think I did. Cinema 4D, browse. And we're just gonna go save over this and make sure we have this scale scene by 100. And click save. And I'll ask if you want to, or if you want to change that, just click yes. And I'm gonna close that. And minimize this, and we're gonna be in Cinema 4D now. Now this is what Cinema 4D is gonna look like. It's like as soon as you open it, it's gonna look like this. And first thing you're going to do is go to File, Open. We're going to open the motion track file. Scroll all the way down through the pictures, which we will use here in a minute. And a lot of people will say, why don't you just use the video? Well, pictures look a lot better. When you have them all lined up, you can get a lot more detail, so that's why. So what we're going to do is when we open up, it's only going to show like the first 70-something, 90-something frames. we're just going to click this arrow right here, and we're going to drag it all over here so we can see all these frames. And we scroll through this, you should see that. Just a fine, smooth transition. It shouldn't wiggle around or anything. If it does, you get a bad motion track, and you have to fix that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here, drag this, add a background. And we're going to create new material, texture. Click this little arrow next to texture and click load image. We're going to click pick 0000. And it's the first picture in our composition. Not sure why it was 0001. Why don't they use that one? I don't know. They said 000. Next, we're going to click this 0 pick again. And the middle of that little bar thing, click animation and calculate. And this is going to turn it from one picture into all of them. We're just going to hold click on it, and we're going to drag it to the background. And boom, there's your background. You're done. Just kidding. Now we just have that nice motion track right there. And it's not looking too bad. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to MoGraph and MoText. And that should load up after a second. And now, since we scaled our scene differently than what was originally scaled by, we're going to go to height, and we're going to change this to 10. And there's our text. And then we're going to go to depth, and we're going to change that to 1. Now, your values might be different. Don't go straight off of mine. Yours might be different depending on how there's a scale and everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go and watch this go across here. And just see how it moved like that. If you can see it moving around a lot, that's not really good. And if you guys look, you can go on. It's behind that plane. It's kind of behind the middle, so we can move this up just a hair beyond that line. If you look down there, it's just beyond that line. If we move this again, it'll reset back to its original position. It's not going to change it or anything. We scroll through this now. It's going to be mostly in place. It shouldn't look like it's moving around too much. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So the reason we did that is because now if you move it below this line, that's our origin point right there. That's the middle. I said in my last tutorial you didn't need that. I've done it before without it. I lied. I forgot that you have to use it. Because that'll be the middle point for your plane, and usually your text will show up behind it. You just want to drag it right on the other side of the line, or else it'll be moving around a ton. And I'm making this for Teamtage, so I'm just going to type in what the name of the Teamtage is. Or actually, dang it, why can't I type? I was thinking what I was doing earlier for some reason. Alright, now we have this text that's stolen because it's the name of the Teamtage. And if we move it around, shouldn't move too much. Now, we're going to go to, where is this? What was I thinking? Font. We're just going to click that, and we're going to scroll through, and we're going to find a font that we like. Let's see, what was I going to use for this? No, I wasn't going to use that. I don't know why I even clicked that. What does this look like? I don't really like it. It's always the hardest thing. Finding fonts. I can just never decide. So terrible. I can never find out what font that I really want. No, that looks like poop. True Lies, I would use it, but it's way overused. Great font, too far overused. I guess I'll use a Transformers font. Yeah, it's a clean font, doesn't look bad. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is the top null is our motion track and camera stuff. So we can rotate that a little bit. Sometimes it'll mess it up. Sometimes it won't. What we're going to do is we're going to try to get this text right here all lined up with this, or these panels. So we now lined it up with the panels. It was really easy. Wasn't too hard at all. We can scroll through and just kind of look at it. And after I rotated that, now you'll see the text moving around a lot. That's why you don't rotate it. So if I leave it alone, and I scroll through it, oh, I don't want to do that. It should stay in about the same spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our text and we're just going to drag it out a little bit. That way, because we don't want it crossing this back line, or else it'll be moving around a ton. And we're going to drag this down and see it cross that line. So we're going to have to drag it out more, and we can actually fix this and make it look like it's how it originally should be by simply, where is it? By simply, what was I thinking? Oh, no text object, and we're just going to take the height down. We're just going to drag it this way. And now, if I drag this along, it will stay in place. But I do want it to be bigger, though. That's our problem. So, what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm kind of problem solving while I'm doing this. I always have to do this on all my edits. Scale this back up. Drag it this way just a hair. Go to the beginning, see if everything's in the way I want it. And it is. It's looking pretty good. By dragging out, just make sure your text doesn't cross that back line, or that red line. And it should end up looking fairly decent when I do that. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So next thing we're going to do, actually, let me do that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to make our text look all fancy and cool and stuff. So we're going to go to create new material. And you can also, if you can't think of a cool material to make for yourself, you can go to create low material preset. You can go to, let's see, which one had the good ones? Visualize materials. Car paint usually looks the best. If you're making actual materials, you can use these. But car paint, you can usually find some pretty cool ones. Let's see. What color do I want to make this? Metallic gray. This usually doesn't look too bad. That way we can test and see what this is going to look like. I know we don't have lights and everything yet, but we can just click this. Give you a basic idea of what it's going to look like without your lights and everything. Now, if you want to get an idea of what it's going to look like in the end, we're going to click this button right here, this little light bulb, and it's going to add us a light. And you see everything's black, that's because there's no light on it. Drag this out, or take our red, drag it over. And we're just going to drag this up a ton. And like this. And that's what it looked like towards the end. So that color is amp, and I like it, but I want to change it a little bit. So we're going to click this, and we're going to go to color, and as you can see, there's all that. There's diffusion, reflection. Diffusion is kind of like, I don't know, spaces it out, I guess. I don't know, makes it kind of like blurry looking. Reflection, we have specular color, and we have another specular, and we can change this around different shines. It'll make it different shines, I guess. Color, we're going to go down here, and actually, wait, I want to add. I'm trying to think of the easiest way to brighten this up. And whatever, I know an easy way of doing it. We're just going to go here to our second color that we made, because I'm not really, it's kind of like 1:30 in the morning. I know it says 2:30, but my clock is an hour fast. I'm really tired, so I'm just going to do this easy way. We're going to make a white. We're going to go to reflection. This is just going to make it shiny. I turn it down to about 50-ish will work. We're going to close that. And I'm also going to drag the white on top of the text. And actually, I'm going to go back on it. There's a way that you can make it transparent. I don't remember how. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Alright, never mind, I don't remember how to do this, so I guess we'll have to change our other color. So, we're just going to go back on here, and we're going to go to color, and we're going to click this, and you see how it's all dark and scary and stuff. We can change this, and it will make the shadows darker on it, and it won't mix as well. And we can change the normal color down and make it super dark and scary. But we can click this, and we can go to all the different ones. See all our different colors. So this is the darkest color. Brighten that up if we want. And it should darken the entire thing if we're right. Now it's a lot brighter. It looks a lot better now, personally, I think. So next thing we want to do is, it kind of looks plain and boring. We're going to take our text, and there's two ways of doing this. I prefer this way better, but what we're going to do is we're going to press Control C and V. A lot of people, and I'll make this invisible really quick by double-clicking that, and it'll make that invisible. We're going to go to this one. We can add our caps. You click fill a cap. That looks really ugly right now, but what you do is you'd go change this. I'm going to change it like 0.2. And then we're going to change the second one to 0.2. And we have those edges, and what you do is you just drag your second texture on there. And you just click this, and let's see. Oh wow, it's been so long, I don't even know how to do this. Oh, it's the side. Wow, it's been that long. I don't even remember how to make it go on the sides only. Some way you make it go on the sides only after you put the caps on. It's been so long because I just haven't done it because it doesn't look as good. It's only, I think it only shows up like right there on the edges. But I'm gonna change this back to none. Oh wait, no, not none. You have to make it cap. Alright, and we're gonna go to this other layer up here, and we're gonna delete the color on it. And we're gonna add this shiny white that we made earlier. And we're gonna click fillet and fillet. And what this is basically to do, if you click fillet, it's gonna only do the edges and not the center of it. So now we can change this again. We're gonna go 0.2 and 0.2. And now we just have, you can see the text down inside of it. You have your edges and stuff, but I don't know, it seems a little big, so I'm just gonna go change it to, I guess, not 0.1. 0.1. Yeah, that looks a little better. It's a lot cleaner now. 0.1 again. Now our top and bottoms are both 0.1. Now we scroll through this, we'll just see that. Click up here, and that's basically what it would end up looking like. So now what we can do is, now that we have that, I'm going to actually split this in another tutorial because this tutorial is about 20 minutes long. So I'm going to end this one here, and I will be back with you guys later.